Greetings, welcome back to the D&D campaign Dingdongs and Doorknobs. This is part 2, the NUN, and as we last saw our heroes, they were fighting a giant goblin who just grabbed a human and offered it to them if they defeat Clark. Dylan, who was previously unconscious, is resurrected by Rayla. The party brings the human that the goblin took with them as they are told about a chimney at the roof of the cave. Munchie throws a rope up at the chimney and Carl and Drek climb up. Using their strength, they pull the others up into the cave, aside from Cyro, who stays. Munchie goes up the cave, but is ambushed by 2 goblins and is knocked unconscious while grabbing water in the cave. Everyone goes up, and Carl shoots one. A bugbear and a wolf arrives and attacks Carl and Morphos. Dylan attacks the other goblin with an ice attack, and Drek throws Carl at it, disintegrating it. Rayla heals Munchie. Munchie stops a wolf by burying it in dirt. Morphos investigates the bugbear, revealing it to be Clark, the man who worked for their enemy, the Black Spider, and who hired the goblins to stop them from getting to the Wave Echo Cave, their final destination. Dylan tries to trick Clark into stepping into fire by disguising himself as a goblin, and it succeeds. Clark then knocks Morphos unconscious, and the wolf knocks Carl unconscious. Munchie kebabs the wolf. The kebab sword goes through the arse to the chest and kills it. Clark goes mental and runs for the chimney. Cyro surprise attacks Clark at the chimney with his rapier and slashes him. Rayla heals Carl, and Dylan once again freezes Clark. Drek runs at Clark and screams, "This one's for Mordor Gaming!" and decapitates him with a battle axe. Everyone rests in the cave and collects treasure nearby, whilst Morphos takes Clark's belongings. This angers Drek, as he believed he had the right to the belongings for killing Clark. He intimidates Morphos to give him the gold and Morphos' wand. The human tells the party that he was also sent by the dwarfs to find Gundren Rockseeker and get the map to the Wave Echo Cave, and so he decides to travel with them up to Phandalin, where Rockseeker is staying. The party returns to the dwarfs and the carriage, and move on to Phandalin, where Gundren Rockseeker is. They stay at the nearby inn. Dylan is realising that Munchie is up to something, and is taking as much money as possible. Therefore, he disguises as Carl, and steals a statue from Munchie, which he collected from Clark's cave. Munchie thinks Carl stole it, and they fight. Carl knocks Munchie unconscious. Already, the party is splitting. In Stonehill Inn, they discover from the human they saved that Gundren Rockseeker was kidnapped by Clark before the party killed him, and has been taken to Cragmore Castle. Nearby, a man called Brave, having a drink in the inn, hears their conversation and offers to help as backup to rescue Rockseeker. Brave, a hunter who roams the lands to hunt or befriend beasts. He is arrogant and easily persuaded by the strong-minded. The human, who is called Sildar Hallwinter, decides to heal at the inn whilst they do this, and then help them get to the Wave Echo Cave when they get back. Dylan sells the statue that he stole from Munchie to a man who owned it ages ago for 50 gold. Munchie goes insane and spends the day searching the market for the statue. Rayla discovers the truth and tells Munchie of Dylan's treachery. Munchie attacks Dylan and Carl tries to stop him. Drek's love for Carl makes him help, and they knock Munchie unconscious. Munchie is revived by Rayla, and he convinces her to kill Dylan with a spell for stealing. Before Dylan has a chance to explain that Munchie is a thief, Dylan is killed. Whilst planning to get some health potions and gear in order to storm Cragmore Castle, the party speak to an old farmer at the inn/brothel who speaks of a shrine dedicated to the goddess of luck. The manager and nun, Sister Gary, of the shrine needs the party's help in return for lots of potions. She wants information from a banshee about a spellbook and asks the party to ask the banshee. Drek charges through the forest with Brage and Cyro on his back. Arriving at the banshee house, they flirt and seduce the banshee, and discover the spellbook was taken by a necromancer about 100 years ago. They take this information to Gary, the nun. On the way back, Drek tries to kiss Carl, who then falls off the carriage to escape onto a goblin's head, causing another goblin and 2 orc attack. Carl and Drek kill the goblin and an orc. Brage shoots the other in the eye, killing it. They meet up with Sister Gary and claim the reward of 3 potions. She scammed them of their promised reward. Angered that this is their only reward, Drek, Carl, Braig and Munchie attack Sister Gary. Drek rapes Sister Gary, causing her to attack with lightning, instantly knocking Rayla and Drek unconscious. Despite not wanting to fight an innocent bystander, Cyro casts a spell to protect his new friends. Gary casts a force field, and Munchie tries to get past and attacks her. Rayla gets rid of the wall using a spell. Gary turns invisible and attacks the party continuously. Munchie sneaks up and stabs her, making her bleed, showing a wound in order for the party to track her movements. After many fireballs and rocks being thrown, Gary is much lower on health. Gary then attacks with a lightning, making Munchie and Rayla unconscious. Morphos, also unwilling to fight, bounces lightning back and damages Gary. Braig heals Munchie with a potion. Morphos casts a firebolt, making Sister Gary extremely weak. Gary freezes Munchie and Braig in time. Cyro mocks Sister Gary, saying,
"It's a big spaghetti."
This disintegrates Sister Gary. However, the sky goes dark. Gary's soul goes inside Morphos, as he is the strongest magic user. This curses him forever, causing him to lose control of his magic, and slowly, his sanity. The adventure continues in part 3, The Many Doors.